All right, as President Biden approaches his 1 month mark in office, a battle between GOP lawmakers, the radical left, and Planned Parenthood intensifies. So how are Republicans fighting back on this? Host of the Metaxas show is here with us, author of Fish Out of Water, A Search for the Meaning of Life. Eric, good to talk with you again. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
All right, in South Carolina, Governor Henry McMaster signed a bill to ban most abortions. Take a listen to this.
We have a duty. It is a duty that we share as Americans and as South Carolinians to protect life above all else. That's what we're here for. Our battles are not over. Yet I believe that the dawn of victory is upon us.
So there was the moment. Planned Parenthood sued just hours later. Typically in the past, this hasn't worked. What's going to happen this time?
I don't know what's going to happen, but it's just fascinating that in 1973, I mean, that long ago, we had heavy-handed big government make a rule for every state in America, which was not in the Constitution, and you could have predicted, and people did predict, that we would be battling this ever since. The idea that we have a Supreme Court ruling, it should simply be overturned. It's just kind of a madness to me that we are still battling this. They thought that they could just solve it with this absurd ruling, Roe v. Wade, and we're battling it constantly. It never goes away because most Americans know that it's not okay to take a life, and we have to be honest and talk about it. And so I'm glad some of these governors and some of these states are taking action, and they're getting our attention so we can talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is always going to be a hot topic because people are so polarized on it. Since Biden signed this memorandum that reversed Trump's abortion restrictions, a lot of Catholic bishops speaking out, GOP lawmakers like Senator Steve Daines of Montana fired back against this. Some people are speculating about Justice Amy Coney Barrett. Have you thought about that at all?
In what sense? I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean,
whether this is going to go to the Supreme Court, whether Roe v. Wade could be overturned because we have an actual majority of constitutionalists.
Yeah, I just wonder, I mean, would it be out of character for her to say something, to make a comment about this? I mean, you've got a situation where, there's people speculating she might take a side on this thing, and I didn't know if you'd thought about it.
I don't know that Supreme Court justices typically do that. I would be rather surprised if she did, especially since she's the newest justice. I just don't think that would be wise. And whenever we have had justices behave in political ways, I mean, when Ruth Bader Ginsburg performed a same-sex wedding ceremony, it sends a weird message. You really expect the justices to try at least to appear nonpartisan, even on issues like this, where it's obvious that somebody of sincere Catholic faith would have certain views. Listen, I wish these Catholic bishops had spoken out during the election. We have a president who claims to be Catholic, and yet there were no loud Catholic voices denouncing, it's simple hypocrisy. You don't have to be a Catholic, but if you claim to be Catholic, you have to be pro-choice. You have to be against abortion. I simply think that we're living in a time right now when, by God's grace, we have enough justices who can see the Constitution clearly, and we're going to get some real pushback if Biden keeps doing what it seems he wants to do.
It's a weird moment. You've got a Catholic president, and he's doing all this stuff, sending money around the world for abortions, as well as here in the U.S. It's a moment for sure. Eric Metaxas, thank you so much for the time. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, take care.